I'm Mr. Siddhartha. I'm Siddhartha, and I would like to now explain today a few things about Vivekananda. It is Vivekananda birthday, and the best wishes to everybody. The best youth festival today, and happy Youth Day for everybody. A warm greetings to you, and I express my deepest, warmest, and esteemed wishes to you on the day of Vivekananda birth anniversary. Let's start. I'm here for you to provide the important, recent, and latest current affairs festival January 2021, which have unique updates of latest current affairs 2021. Events from all newspapers such as Hindu, many newspapers, and all government official websites. Our current affairs January 2021 events will help you to get more marks in central and all state government exams. Also try our latest current affairs talent test quiz and monthly current affairs PDF files, which will be a pedestrian to crack your exams. Let's start. On January 10th, 2021, the Ministry of Education issued guidelines for identification, admission, and continued education of migrant children for states and UTs during school closure and when the school reopen. These were issued to mitigate the COVID-19 impact for out of school children. The guidelines will ensure that school going children have access to education with quality and minimize the impact of the pandemic on school education across the country. The guidelines are classified into 6 parts. They are continued education for OOSC and children with special needs through volunteer, local teachers, and community participation. Identifying OOSC children for 6 to 18 years age to prepare action plan for their enrollment. Enrollment drives and awareness generation. Student support while schools are closed. Student support and school reopening. Teacher capacity building. And another information on January 9th, 2021, an annual cherry blossom Mao festival was held at Mao in Senapati district, Manipur. It was virtually inaugurated by Chief Minister of Manipur, Biren Singh, from the CM Secretariat in Impal. Amid COVID-19, the festival marked the beginning of pink season in the district. The Mao area of Senapati district in Manipur is known for cherry blossom, a plant which is popularly known as sakura in Japan. It was jointly organized by the Department of Tourism and the Indian Council of Cultural Relations, Shillong, in association with the organizing committee Flower Festival Mao. The festival has been organized since 2017. The cherry blossom flower is also known as Prunus cerocytes. The flower also covers the whole of East and West Khasi Hills. It can be spotted across the state during the months of October and November in Meghalaya. Japan is renowned for its cherry blossom festival too. On January 11, 2021, Union Home Minister Amit Shah virtually launched single window clearance system for coal mines. The platform is expected to ease the process of obtaining clearance for the smooth operationalization of coal mines. It will help in reducing the time taken to grant approvals in the sector. The unified platform will reduce the need for companies to approach different for operationalization of coal mines, which is the main cause for delay. At present, around 19 major approval or clearances are required to start a coal mine in the country. In 2020, India had opened up India's coal reserves to private sector development to boost domestic production. The single window clearance system will also boost transparency, ease of doing business reforms. Coal is also expected to be the biggest contributor towards the government's vision of making India's $5 trillion economy by 2024. Now we are moving to economy and business related information. On January 11th, 2021, the third edition of Digital Evolution Scorecard 2020 developed by Tufts University Fletcher School in partnership with MasterCard was released, in which India ranked fourth. The scorecard is topped by China, followed by Azerbaijan, Indonesia. It should be noted that India doubled its mobile internet connectivity in the last 4 years. It will add 350 million smartphones by 2023. The scorecard was published in the Harvest Business Review in December 2020. Now we are moving to appointments and resignations. On January 9, 2021, Government of India appointed R.S. Sharma, former Chief Telecom Regular Authority of India, as head of a 10-member empowered committee for administration of COVID-19 vaccine. The members of the committee comprises senior officials from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and the Unique Identification Authority of India UIDAI. India will start its mega vaccination drive against coronavirus, the world's largest inoculation program on January 16, 2021. Now we speak about science and technology. On January 10th, 2021, the retractable landing gear systems indigenously developed by Combat Vehicles Research and Development of Establishment and DRDO Lab for TAPS, a Tactical Airborne Platform for Aerial Surveillance Beyond Horizon 201, or TAPAS BH-201, also known as Rustam 2, Swift Stealth Wing Flying Testbed, unmanned aerial vehicles, was handed over to Dr. S. Venugopal, Director of Aeronautical Development Establishment, Bangalore, Karnataka. The systems were handed over by Balamurgan, Director of CVRD, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Dr. Kalanidhi Veeraswamy, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha Parliamentary Standing Committee Member for Defence. Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Chairman of DRDO. And submarines were also handed over. These filters have also been developed by CVRD. DRDO has developed multiple products like HIM Tapak, space heating device, solar snow melters, local cream flexible water bottle to help the Indian troops deployed in Eastern Ladakh against China. All new habitats of Army Indo-Tibetan Border Police where the temperature is low. The products have been developed by DRDO's Defense Institute for Physiology and Allied Sciences. Now we are moving to environmental information. A new species of fruit fly has been named Euphrates survani after it was discovered in Siruvani, Coimbatore district of Tamil Nadu. The discovery has been published in the Jutaxa journal, which has been authored by K. J. David and K. Sachin from National Bureau of Agriculture Insect Resources, Bangalore, D. Hancock from the United Kingdom, Sudhir Singh from Forest Research Institute, Dehradun, H. Sankaraman from Annamala University. The fruit fly, Euphrates sirvani, belongs to family Thiprodea and was identified by researchers from non-forest area near Siruvani. It is differentiated from other species of Epuranta by the presence of a V-shaped blank band on the wing. Globally, around 104 species from a genus Epuranta exist, out of which 14 are found in India. Epuranta sirvani is the new addition to the list. Sirvani is an ecological hotspot in the Western Ghats. Professor S. Munichavaram from Annamala University, Mr. Sankaramana have discovered a new firefly species, Omiabari havati, from Sirvani area. It is named after Professor Muhammad Hayat, Aligarh Muslim University, in order to recognize his contributions to taxonomy of Indian. The discovery has been published in the Journal of Threatened Taxa. The fairy fly feeds on eggs laid by plant feeders such as grasshoppers. Habituary. And January 11, 2021, Kutumbarao, Turlapati Kutumbarao, veteran Telugu journalist, writer and orator, passed away at the age of 87 in Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. He is the first journalist from AP to receive Padma Shri in 2002. He won the award for literature and education. He served as the secretary for Tanguturi Prakasham Pantulu, first chief minister of AP. He was born on August 10th, 1933 in Vijayawada. He has written over 4,000 biographies and delivered over 16,000 public speeches, which earned him a slot in the Guinness Book of World Record. He was the former chairman of the Andhra Pradesh Granthalaya Parishad, a policy-making body of the AP government. About Tulapati Kutumbarao, general information. He first worked as a sub-editor of Vahini magazine that was started by Acharya N.G. Ranga in 1951 and later as editor for Pratibha magazine. He has been in journalism for seven decades. He has worked with 18 CMs, starting with Changuturi Prakasham Pantulu to Nara Chandrababu Naidu books. He authored biographies of several important people, patriots and freedom fighters. Na Kalam, Na Galam, an autography of him was released in 2012. Honors. He received Pratibha Puraskar from the Telugu University, Kalaprapurna title from Andhra University, and the title of Guardian of Telugu from Sri Rajagopalachari, then the government of Andhra Pradesh. Now we are moving to books and others information. The book titled Gazing Eastwards of Buddhist Monks and Revolutionaries in China, 1957, was authored by Romila Thapar, an Indian historian. The book is published by Seagull Books London Limited. She declined the Padma Bhushan Award in 1992 and 2005. She declined the Padma Vibhushan Award in 1992 and 2005. I don't know what was the reason to decline the Padma Bhushan Award from her. She declined. I don't know the Padma Bhushan Award. Essence of the book. The book accounts a few months that Romila Thapar spent in China in 1957 along with Sri Lanka. Art historian Enil De Silva, where she worked at two cave sites, namely Majestan in North China and Tungang on the edge of the Gobi Desert in northwest China. These cave sites were the locations of Buddhist monasteries and shrines from the first millennium CE. About Romila Thapar. Currently, she is a professor emerita at Jawaharlal Nehru University in New Delhi. Books. She has authored many books, including the History of India, Volume 1, 1966, published by Penguin, Ancient India Social History, some interpretations published by Orient Bank 1, among others. Honors. She is the co-winner of the $1 million Clegg Prize for the Study of Humanity for 2008 with Peter Brown. She is an honorary fellow at Lady Margaret Hall, Oxford, and at the School of Oriental and African Studies, University of London. She was awarded the Jawaharlal Nehru Fellowship in 1976. It is to be noted that she declined the Padma Bhushan Award in 1992 and 2005 as she mentioned that she will only accept awards from academic institutions or those associated with her professional work and not state awards. Great. Important days. See, World Hindi Day, Vishwa Hindi Divas, is annually celebrated on January 10th across the world to promote Hindi language worldwide and to present Hindi as an international language. See here, every year, the World Hindi Day is annually celebrated. It means India celebrates and all over the world celebrates this day. So that they have mentioned like this World Hindi Day is annually, it means every year, annually celebrated on the same day, on January 10th, across the world. What is the purpose of this means? If you want to not to promote Hindi language, so we have to promote and everybody has to promote Hindi language worldwide and to present Hindi as an international language. That is our intention. Then the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh declared January 10th as World Hindi Day in 2006. It means in 2006 the first World Hindi Day was celebrated. That was the first day for this special occasion. So it was declared by Manmohan Singh, former Prime Minister. On this day, the first World Hindi Conference was held in Nagpur, Maharashtra in 1975. See, this was the main reason. The World Hindi Conference comprises are impacted to create this day. The first World Hindi Conference was held in Nagpur, Maharashtra in 1975. A couple of days back, I've seen many informations. There are many conferences usually were held in Maharashtra. Why all the conferences were held in Maharashtra only? The reason behind is many institutions like RBI, financial related institutions were instituted in Maharashtra. Due to that reason, the first World Hindi Conference was held in Nagpur, Maharashtra in 1975. Now we move on to the states information. On January 1st, 2021, the Industrial Disputes Bill 2020, which was passed in the State Assembly on September 22, 2020, received the presidential assent. See, the presidential assent is required for each and every bill in the states also. See, which was passed in the State Assembly. See, even if you compare with Telangana bills also, which was passed in the State Assembly on new districts, that was not confirmed, not received the presidential assent. Once the presidential assent is received, then it would be implemented. Until the president receiving of the president assent, it cannot be accepted. It cannot be implemented. So which was passed in the State Assembly on September 22, received the president assent. The amendments ensured that the interests of the workers are protected. It means it is related to workers. The industrial dispute is nothing but workers' information. So these amendments ensured. It means amendments will protect, will help to laborers or workers. So that's why they have mentioned like this. The amendments ensured that the interest of workers, whatever they interest, the interest of workers are protected. The aim of the amendment is to increase ease of doing business by reducing the complaints burden on industries and inclusion of industry friendly policies. It means it will help, it will assist, it will help aid in attracting new industries and investments to create more employment opportunities. As per Industrial Disputes Act 1947, establishments having 100 or more workers, are required to seek prior permission of the state government before effecting layoff. Before effecting layoff means before starting retrenchment or closure. See, amendment, employee limit raised to 300. Amendment, workers will also get an amount equivalent to the average pay of the last 3 months as compensation. Another amendment, workers can be retrenched after giving them 3 months notice only. These are the main issues covered by our team. Thank you very much.